Joyeux Noël, tout le monde. Hi everyone, happy Christmas. Yes, it was in French. I'm gonna try to do this a bit mixed, French and English spoken. Donc joyeux Noël à toutes, à tous les Français, les Françaises qui me regardent. Merci de votre fidélité. Merci aussi au public francophone qui est dans le monde entier. C'est très sympa de me suivre. Plein de choses à venir dans l'année 2021. So yeah, happy Christmas everyone, wherever you are in the world. This has been a crazy year indeed, and it's not alas finished, I know that. So yeah, lots of things to say in hopefully short time. First, Christmas wishes. Yes, I hope everyone is well, or tries to be well, or should be better. Of course, yourself, the viewers, subscribers or not, by the way, your families, relatives, and that you will stay safe within this crazy crisis, if I may say. Also, I'm thinking of all the people who are stuck at home and only have a very few contacts with outside and rely on internet and stuff. So well, happy me, but also the other YouTubers, to provide you content, hopefully interesting, to entertain you. And also I hope all the people within this beautiful whiskey community who are actually facing some diseases, will get better soon. So yeah, please get well soon, guys, and take care. So I'm thinking here of Scott, of Mark, and any people with family troubles or personal health troubles. Okay, that said, so my wishes for 2021: more whiskey, still responsibly. Hopefully, when the crisis will be finished, meet people, because we need this contact, even if it's not with you. We need eye contact without those masks. When it will be possible, staying safe, etc. But yeah, we need to see those smiles on the faces. We need to see the doubts during a blind tasting, for instance. We need to exchange. So my wishes for you guys is for more, of course, for your health, but for more exchanges, and also to support each other as much as you can, and enjoy the moment, enjoy the opportunities to taste all you have, and all we exchange one another. I'm gonna go into that in the shout out section, and at the end of the video we'll give you a sneak peek of what's coming on. But here I'm tasting a beautiful French whiskey, Armorique Brest 2020. Armorique Brest, which is a French town name from Brittany, 2020, so it's a special release. I already showed you on the cam. On the world, check out my 22 world whiskies for a Christmas video, for instance. Sorry, so yeah, happy end of the year, Christmas, or every other celebration you will do, and for the new year to come to be better. Cheers. So cheers, santé in French, slangeva in Scottish, stiniasu in Greek, genatsnut in Armenian, kampai for the Chinese, no, Japanese, I don't remember what is for the Chinese. What else? A lot of things. This is how when you're on video you never remember what you have to remember. But I have a little plan here. So yeah, this is for the wishes. Now, shoutouts. Before the shoutouts, yeah, two different recommendations. As I did recommend a lot of whiskies, especially world whiskies and Scotch whiskies you've seen a lot recently. I won't recommend whiskies in these videos, if I may say, or only after in the sneak peek section. But let's say for once 3 books, and not all about whiskey, 2 about whiskey. Of course, big summary of informations about Scottish distilleries mainly, but not only. There's an interesting foreign section. It's Sweden. Of course, you recognize McMyra, but we have also, fortunately now, a French section where you can see there's sometimes very weird stills. And I think this is a Clessance distillery, which I have a single malt somewhere, but who produces mainly juniper. And also some interesting, that I showed you already, this book, statistics at the end. So yeah, this is the main whiskey book recommendation. I've been offered this for my birthday, which was fine. It's a comic book made about whiskey and highlighting the search for 5 glorious whiskies. It's a fiction, but as you can see, there's some interesting distillery things. It's édition Les Arènes. It's in French. I don't know if there will be an English version. Par Carrié, Delalande et Douay. Donc, édition Les Arènes BD. Voilà, et ça s'appelle Whisky. An art book for a change, because I'm still, I hope so, a painter, an artist, and pretty much most of the time in abstract painting, but I love landscape painting over the years, and I bought myself for my birthday this, which is David Hockney, one of the most important figures of a lighting problem here, of the pop art movement, the initial one in UK, in England, and he moved recently to France, and he fell in love with Normandy area. So this is his book from Galerie Lelong, and as I didn't know if I would make it to visit the gallery, it has reopened now, I wanted to, and this is iPad paintings. So there's some, for me, there's some interesting influence from Van Gogh, which you can see here. But there's also, for me, some influence of French painter Félix Vallotton in my quite documented, because I studied art. Did I show you the same already? Maybe. So yeah, and let me find a picture. Oh, I love this panoramic views he does there. I don't know if you can see. And let me show you. Donc oui, Galerie Lelong, Paris, et voilà l'artiste, the artist at work. Voilà. So working by the motive, but also after on studio. So these were the books recommendation. Now onto the records recommendation. You heard about this record. Mirkir is the band. Sorry, it's the latest one of her albums. Excuse. So Mirkir from, if I'm not mistaken, Norway or Denmark, singing in Danish, Swedish, and Norwegian, I'm not sure. It was also a shout out from Frederick, the Whiskey Pilgrim, so This is classified in metal section, but for once in her career, Première, which is a band, but there's a lead singer, female lead singer. This is more of a folk, northern countries folk, north of Europe, Scandinavian folk, ancient folk record with a lot of instruments. Not much except for a piano right till the end. This is not really a contemporary music record. I mean, this is more ancient folk. Beautifully sung, I have to say so. Very big shout out for Mirkir for this album. And thanks to Frederick Whiskey Pilgrim for the details. Completely different. Classified in metal, draconian, under a godless veil. I had to pick a record for 2020 because I had other things that are interesting me even more, but I didn't receive the CD yet, so I can't show you. This is basically doom metal, slightly gothic, slightly death, but it's doom metal from Sweden, and I love the singer Heike Langens, which is from South Africa originally. Gravenhurst, going to UK now, the Western Lands. It's quite melancholic, indie rock, slightly new wave-ish, slightly even cold wave-ish by a moment, and folkish as well. Beautiful album. It's not a novelty, but I had to pick something different I discovered this year. It's from 2007. The Western Lands. It's a beautiful record and the guy is not there anymore, so it's also a shout out to the leader. Okay, that's it. 12 minutes already. Shout out section. Let's go quick because I don't want to be long and forget some. You see on my table, all this is for the last section, but all this before me, and it's only part of it. It's the whiskey communities, incredible whiskey communities, gifts, samples, and cakes sometimes, and different things, and cocktails from this beautiful whiskey community that really helped me during this tough year where I was most of the time stuck at home. So massive shout out to you guys, you're the best. But before all these bottles, in front of all these samples, so sure there's sample swaps, but there's a lot of gifts as well. So because also I have to be transparent, I'm gonna be very quick on professional gifts also as well. So big shout out to Ibn from I don't have them because I don't have enough place on my table. Big shout out to Ibn Mendiguren for awesome Loch Lomond group samples, whether it's Glen Scotia, Loch Lomond, and different brands of Loch Lomond, but also an exceptional sample of Little Mill, 25 years old, still unopened. Big shout out to Émeric Roborel de Clements. It's not this one I bought it, but there's another bottle he sent me and samples. One of the highlight of the year, discovery of the year, and we're in France, 100% French. Also some shout out to Moon Arbor, who sent me a sample, Benjamin Quens, and we're in France again. Massive shout out to Pernod Ricard through Astrid and Stephanie for all the bottles and samples over the years, and again this year with the Ballantine 7 and other things. Also Elixir Distillers, even if this year I didn't receive a lot of things, they've been awesome those last years. I'm late in the reviews, that can explain also. But it's a game. Emperador, it's an Asian group who owns White Mackay, and White Mackay sent me this beautiful box that's now remote, with samples of Fettercairn 12 and 22 years old, still uncovered. RBK, despite my reservation, I'm very happy to have received their work on 2 years of time. Highland Rye from the Stirling family. Davin de Kirgomo, and it's also a spoiler, we're going to do a special Canadian whiskies live with Davin and maybe someone else who I spoke at a distance. And then now the particular people, les particuliers section, et ce sont mes remerciements envers, donc je viens de nommer les professionnels qui m'ont envoyé des choses, et je vais nommer les particuliers qui ne sont pas français, mais il y a aussi Christophe, dont j'ai toujours des samples à goûter, et on avait fait un joli échange. Coldorac, pour ceux qui le connaissent. Yeah, samples from Coldorac as well. Before I forgot, let me write down this name, because I might do a list after that on the description. So now, shout-out section, massive shout-out section to exceptional people from the whiskey community. The one and only Luna Aran, which is a nickname, but I know the other name. From Germany, awesome, with all these treats over here. Samples, the legendary cake, Christmassy cake, if I may say. New drum drinker, of course, with even these lovely, several samples, but also lovely. I will try it today or later on, before the end of the year, I promise. Old-fashioned, prepared just for a few of us. Yeah, Paul, massive thank you to Paul for all his North Star. I haven't tried nothing. So I was very curious, and I have a bunch of incredible samples here. I'm gonna try soon, and all these will be covered, reviews, some of them in videos, not all because there are too many. So forgive me if each single sample is not reviewed immediately or instantly or in video, but later on the website. Menno Multi-Mission, of course, for his samples as well. I tried one already on a private live. Frank Pithead, because he helped me got this, which will be open soon, this absolute stunning and whiskey, and also in a very fair price outside from outside France, where he's expensive and getting rare. Whiskey Novice, where is he? Here. I haven't tried this, my friend, but I think I might crack some during your Dunville 10 our live spoiler. I will be invited to Jim Whiskey Novice. Don't miss it, live on next Monday evening. Tom, Whiskey and Warhammer, thank you very much. Some of your samples are here as well, including an interesting on the paper. Where is it? Yeah, it's behind. Bimber Southport exclusive. Very curious. Aquavite, thank you. I said I don't know the Kilkerran 8 and the Oloroso version everyone is raving about. Okay, I send you one. There it is. Fantastic. And while he sent me this, Luna sent me an amazingly big sample of the the bourbon one, and also of Glen Scotia 14, the latest Campbelltown edition. What else? Chris Goodrum, which I hope we'll be able to collaborate in the future, from the Goodrum Show, ex-Whiskey Magazine, he might still write, UK Whiskey Magazine edition writer. Also a Malt Maniac, is really a big connoisseur in whiskey. He sent me 2 Smogen samples from Sweden I'm very curious of. Yeah, it's a bit earlier on, but also because I hope he's well. Don't have a lot of news. Johnny Michelson from Spirits People sent me some awesome samples to try along, and also some we did in a live show. Please check it out with New Drinker, special blind show. Sonia, who sent me a blind sample for evaluation. Sonia from France. And guess what? I thought it was a young Ardbeg or a frog, but it was an American whiskey, sourcing this and putting it into several treatments. Yes, Lost Spirit Abomination batch 2. Crazy stuff. We'll cover it soon. George Polako, of course, about Kaliniecki, about from Poland originally, but in Canada, about absolute generous samples from Canadian distilleries I cannot even reach here. Still haven't no shelter point to try those. So please, guys, if you have some shelter points. A big shout out to Leon, by the way. We developed a nice dialogue. I cannot wait to be able to visit the distillery someday and get at least 1 or 2 bottles here. I don't know, I'm crazy about it. Everything is really exciting me in this distillery. Okay, so in order not to be long, I will finish with some sneak peeks. Before the end of the year or for the new year, I might go live on impromptu or not, I don't know yet, and try to have some people as guests. And I would like to open, or for those I'm not sure, there's a cork broke problem often here, so I will pre-open them to make sure the cork is okay, and then open them for a first try live. And I have some huge names to open, let me tell you. Of course, yeah, for the year to come, I did a video where I explain what's going on soon about French whiskey, but not only. Donc, je vais faire des vidéos sur les whisky en français et français. Also, open it a bit wider to other spirits. So I just got this Chateau de l'Aubadic. So it's an Armagnac. So this is a new acquisition I did this year. I bought 2 Armagnacs of 2 different brands, and also I'm late. I have 2 cognac that finished, so still have to receive 2 cognacs I've ordered. One Valentin Signé, one François Royer. Then also about other spirits, at last I managed to get me a Calvados, which I know it's awesome, from Roger Groux. So I will do at some point a special other spirits review. I think I will divide it in 2 parts, unaged spirits and aged spirits. Well, unaged spirit, I will basically cover some of my highlights, recent highlights in gin. Might be also some fruit eau de vie, we'll see. But of course, on the matured other spirits, malternatives, if you like Serge says, I will give you some hints, some opinions about cognacs and Armagnacs. And Calvados, and maybe some rum. I didn't purchase a lot of rums recently, have to say. I don't have a lot of rums, don't have enough, but you can have everything. About Scottish whiskey, this, I'm very happy to have purchased this recently for Christmas. For me, one of the 5 or 3 best gin distilleries in the world, and it's Japanese, not a big surprise. Kinobi, Kyoto distillery. You can see there, I'm preparing a Glenlivet horizontal. So 3 or 4 different 12 years old Glenlivet official. We'll see. I had a sample of this one thanks to Ibn and finally decided to purchase it, though it's a bit expensive in France. Inchmarine Madeira wood finish. I know if it's the same kind of batch, it has to be good. Samples was great. French whiskies, Michard, of course. I'm gonna do very soon French whiskies, Armorique, Roborel de Clemence, and all other stuff. Sneak peeks, other sneak peeks. What can I say? Yeah, big bottle opening to be expected very soon. I will finish with that. So again, wish you a great Christmas, great end of the year. By superstition, I don't wish the new year before it happens, so I might do another shorter video to wish you a happy new year. But yeah, hope the day is great. I had to do this video earlier, I couldn't, so you will have maybe late in the day, but really wish you all the best and take care. Thanks.